The age-old question. Well, an MRE usually is a meal ready to eat. So when people are referring to that thing, they usually are talking about military rations. Military rations that can be used in a case of emergency for crisis situations. If people run out of cattle and crops to harvest, they take an MRE, rip it open, and you have everything in there that you need to eat. Usually these things are somewhat rationed in a way so you have enough calories for a certain period of time. There are MREs for single people, for multiple people, for squads and stuff like this if you're in the military. And these things can be used, of course, for civilians too. If you're a civilian, you can also digest what's in an MRE. This is why you have thousands or millions of videos of people opening MREs and eating them, because it's actually kind of satisfying. Usually these MREs come with stuff that you of course can eat cold, but a lot of stuff is meant to be eaten warm. Sometimes you have to heat these things up by yourself. Sometimes there are chemical agents that you can mix with water and then they create heat. Sometimes there's even toilet paper in there. Toilet paper, okay? So if the toilet paper is rare, then you can grab this toilet paper and you can use it for something. For whatever you want to use toilet paper, I don't know. And there are usual things in there that are packaged and processed in a way so they stay way longer fresh. So if you have an MRE and it has a certain date where you can't eat it anymore, it usually stays fresh way longer. Of course, there's no legal liability, but if the company that sold that thing to you is eaten up by zombies or has fallen into a volcano or something, then you probably don't care about liability. So they're kind of cool. Usually in MREs there are also things in there that are simply stuff from the supermarket that is ready to eat. There's sometimes chocolate bars and candy bars and stuff like this that the companies put in there. Someone could criticize that, but if it lives long, it lives. No, it shouldn't live, but you know, if it stays fresh for a longer time, then you can put it in there. I don't see a big problem with that. Of course, I would also prefer to have military rations that are only made for military. So only made for military grunts. I think they are called grunts, right? I have literally no clue about military. Anyway, in these things there are usually different meals. So you have a main course, sometimes you have a side dish, stuff like this. Usually you have a side dish. There are always like little candy in there for psychological reasons. It can make sense. I've heard this from survival experts. I'm not a survival expert. If I would be somewhere in the nature, I'd be dead after 5 minutes or something, eaten by a cat or so. Maybe a big cat or something, but I think even a rat would win against me. I'm digressing. So they put sweets in there because it's good for psychological reasons, or if you are somewhere where you simply want to keep something for a longer period of time, you can have little candy and chewing gums and stuff like this. So I'm also having a little list from Wikipedia here. I'm referring to this one because I don't want to write my own list, but it's a good list. I'm not stealing here, okay? But they sometimes put spread cheese in there. I've seen this by myself in the internet. There's this Steve MRE guy, you can watch him. He always opens MREs, and then when they make a little hiss when he opens them, he knows they are somewhat fresh. If the hiss goes inside, if the hiss goes outside, I think it's not fresh anymore. But you can watch him, it's kind of entertaining. He ate MREs that are over 50 years old. And they sometimes put peanut butter and jelly in there because MREs somewhat are influenced sometimes from the American market. There are even some MREs with a bit of water in them, but some MREs also expect you to bring your own water, so that's a different thing. And I get why, because if you put a little bit of water in there, it might not be heavy, but it might also not be enough. So the water is something that you can easily keep yourself. So MREs often come without water, but sometimes they have a little bit of water. There are also powdered drinks in there, like energy drinks, which is really weird. I didn't expect this. When I heard first time about it, I thought there were like some juices maybe or something, maybe some isotonic stuff, but they actually put also energy drinks in there, different stuff that really tastes like when you are in a supermarket. They have instant coffee, tea, yeah, sports drinks, sometimes diary shakes, if they stay fresh, nice. Sometimes they put utensils in there, so I've usually seen a spork, which is I think a spoon and a fork. I'm surprised that I got this right. Sometimes they come with even more utensils, but this is something that's written on Wikipedia, so I personally would always have my little spork with me if I was trying to survive in the wilderness. I'd simply use a Rambo knife actually. Then sometimes, as I've mentioned before, you can heat these things without flames. If it's in there, it's kind of cool. You can watch this in the internet. The chemical agents that they use are kind of impressive. So they're really getting hot, and when you touch them, your fingers are probably... You shouldn't touch them when they're getting hot because they are there to cook your food or make it really, really warm. Sometimes they also separate different sauces and different ingredients. So, of course, you have a main course usually, and that's something in a box or in a little bag, you rip it open and then you have food coming out of it. But there are always things like, again, the peanut butter and jelly, it's usually separated so you can dose it yourself, so you don't get too much of one thing that you like or one thing that you dislike. There are also little, sometimes there are little seasonings with it, Tabasco sauce even, creamer, stuff like this. Is creamer a seasoning? I don't know. Then, of course, I mean, that's basically it. Sometimes they put also additional things in, like lighters. So you have a matchbox or something. A box with matches. I can't talk. A box with matches. So you can make fire or something. And this depends where you are. If you, for example, getting one from Germany, where they have coffee in it, you can expect there to be water in it, but no coffee. And that's a joke because the Germans don't have good coffee. That's a joke. I don't know if German coffee is good. I tried German coffee and it tasted like water. Aren't we funny? I'll probably have to cut this video. So like, subscribe, drop a couple comments. The age-old question I think is answered. You can watch a lot of videos. My video is not complete. I'm not an expert, not remotely, but I had to read a few things about this, watch a few videos because I have an MRE and I'll open it now so you can see what's inside. Do you want to see what's inside? If so, subscribe, like, drop a couple comments. Little disclaimer here, this is usually a gaming channel. It's like a running gag and it will become kind of stupid because when you watch Top Gear or the Grand Tour, they always say it's a car show, and this is actually a gaming show when I'm not making always gaming videos. So this is not a gaming video, obviously, but if you subscribe for MRE videos, I will make more MRE videos, so you have an impact on what I will make in the future. Subscribe, like, drop a couple comments. I love you, or maybe not, I don't know you personally. I will now open an MRE in 3, 2, 1. Hello world, hello viewers. Subscribe, like, drop a couple. I'm so sorry, I need my protection hat, and now we will answer the age-old question, what's inside an MRE? My hat is my charisma enhancement. I thought that these lights would look bad, but I think they actually add some Michael Bay flares, right? The more lens flares, the more Michael Bay it gets. We'll open an MRE now and find out what's inside. Where's the button? MRE, the word that makes every survival expert happy, or every prepper happy or something. Okay, we have an EPA type IV. I think the IV stands for 4, I guess. So we can open it. I've already had a look into it, but I have not looked at the ingredients. So, oh, nice little hiss. Okay, sorry, okay. Let's see what's inside. So it starts fairly interesting. I think the light is too bright. I have to adjust the light for a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. I think it's probably better. Switch one off. Now it's better. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay. So I know I look like that alien from the movie. I digress. Okay. This is a German thing, so you shouldn't be scared by the fact that it's actually a German text here. So it's grobe Leberwurst, which is something that you can spread onto food. Here's another one. Landleberwurst. Okay. Then we have a little, it's peaches or something. Apricot. Yeah, nearly. I guess this is something, it's also a spread thing, and here's another spread. Yeah, that's beautiful. So, it's Marmite or something. And not that important. You can, I think, buy them in a normal. Yeah, it looks like something that's not only for the military. So, we have Roggenbrot geschnitten, which is bread. It's some corn bread. There can be nuts and milk and, yeah, okay, that's totally fine. So it's bread, apparently. Here's a box of bread. By the way, the eating will also probably be seen in another video, but now we are looking what's inside here. Then we have, fairly interesting, it looks like the emergency bag of a paramedic, but filled with food. We have tissues. That's great, we have tissues. 10 samtig weiche Taschentücher. Oh, doesn't this sound magnificent? Then we have a little bit of sugar. We have a box with matches in here. I won't even put this out here, but this is stuff that you get in the supermarket. There's black tea, a bit of instant coffee from Jacobs, and there are little what's this? Oh yeah, there's one of these bricks, one of these little, not bricks, it's bricks with a B. These little cubes that you can put in your soup. That's probably kind of cool. It's like something that I want to put in my nose. I think it would smell really good, but I'll keep this closed. So we also have, I'm so sorry, I'm dying. Not actually not. We have sugar. Okay, yeah, we have sugar. So this is stuff that you apparently also get in the supermarket. So that's not that interesting for the internet. But we have a little bit of Trinkwasser, which is drinking water. Who would have expected this? Drinking water, aqua potabile. Okay, this is apparently, then there's some, are these Russian? I don't know. Yeah, okay. And it's, yeah, you can eat this water until September of 2025. That's really cool. Yeah, that's really good water apparently. Oh my god, it looks, what did they do to these packages? What happened with this package? It looks like it's actually, they were kind of violent to it. That's fairly interesting. So this is water. They actually put water in there. I don't know if it makes a lot of sense to show it directly to the camera. I don't know if it makes a lot of sense when I and my arms are on the camera. More drinking water, and even more drinking water, and another one. So it's 4 times the drinking water. They actually put some drinking water in here. 100 milliliters. Okay, that's beautiful. 100 milliliters by 4. Okay, beautiful. So you can now get a calculator and find out that this is not half a liter. We have an isotonic drink powder. We have the powder that we can put in the water. Its taste is orange. I think this might be interesting. 5.3 grams for 200 milliliters. Okay, that's fairly interesting. So we have 400 milliliters or something in total, I guess. And we have another of these packages. It's again orange. I think orange is something that most people probably like. And we have another one that's also orange. Yeah, that's magnificent. That's really, really magnificent. So beautiful. Very, very beautiful. I like the orange thing. Then we have a little bit of chocolate. Okay, I'm really not sure. Yeah, I don't trust that thing. It doesn't look like a commercial thing. It's too simple. Look, it says Schokolade. Very German, obviously. Or any other country that speaks German. And there is... I'm really curious to find out how that thing tastes. It's from Deutschland, from Germany. 50 grams. Yeah, 45% of cacao. Yeah, that's beautiful. So I guess this, I don't know. We'll find out in some video how this tastes. And then we also have something that might be interesting. It's Hartkekse. Panzerplatten. Are you serious? So it says Hartkekse, which is like hard cookies, basically. Cookies. And Panzerplatten is armor plates. Panzerplatten is armor plates. It says Panzerplatten. Panzerplatten. Okay, yeah, I mean, they apparently have a humor. So this looks like something that's also probably somewhat more for the military. There's no, like, ads or something. It only says the company. Yeah, fairly interesting. I'm curious to see how this will taste. And now we have Geflügelhack steaks. Okay, this is fairly interesting. Now the core of this thing, most important part. Geflügelhack steaks, which means that it's chicken, basically. With curry and rice. Okay, this might be magnificent. We have 30% steaks from chicken, basically, with rice, water, paprika, pineapple, very important. We have also carrots, not parrots, luckily. Apple, yeah, okay, that's beautiful. Sugar, aroma, etc. Yeah, onions, very nice. Beautiful. This is magnificent. Okay, it says the closed little thing here, that vessel of this thing that's in here, you should keep it in there. You put it closed, 20 minutes in hot water, and then you heat it. You don't cook it. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, magnificent. So that's kind of simple. So there are apparently no chemicals in this one, and there are some with chemicals, but there are no chemicals in this one. This also looks like something that probably wouldn't be sold in a market or something, in a supermarket. Oh god, this is... You probably can't read it, but it probably is not that important because it's gold and it looks like a piece from a space rover or something, space probe. I think this is magnificent. So yeah, I don't know what to do now. I think probably the video's over. Or maybe it's not over, I don't know. Maybe I'll add some gameplay of a survival video game or so, I don't know. We'll see if the audience retention gets destroyed. I'm referring to YouTube, so if you don't see this on YouTube, probably these metrics don't exist there. So I'll put this back in here. Wait, where was this? I think this one was probably there, right? Where was it? I think it was there, yeah. Was it there? No, yeah, this is how it was, okay. Let's see if we can repack it. So the good thing about the MREs, I think, is that they're fairly entertaining. So if you're a soldier, you get entertained. You don't have to focus constantly on being blown up by enemies or something. And if you're a civilian, it actually keeps your brain probably fresh because you get some attention to this here. So I think the box is a high quality box, beautiful, magnificent box. Okay, I'm just kidding. I don't care how the box looks. Quality, yeah, okay, there's a little seal or something that says that it's somewhat good quality. Okay, I like it. When you have these things, you can store them, of course, at home, and then when they would turn bad, I think you can eat them or something, and it's probably fun, because when you have these, or even some with chemicals in them, it's probably entertaining to actually not burn your fingers and stuff like this. Well, with that being said, a like, subscribe, drop a couple comments, and I hope you like this video. I'll make better videos, and let me know if you like this type of video. Oh, this looks really weird, my face is distorted. So this is a super ultra wide angle camera. I'm not using even a small part of my field of view here, so this is kind of weird. But I hope that my editor doesn't like cut me in mid of a sentence. You know, my editor sometimes cuts me in mid of a sentence when I'm trying to say.
Subscribe.